Greetings. Welcome to TamFam TV, the new name for Culture Raga. This channel, yes, as some of you are aware, the name was Culture Raga before, and as many of you TamFamers are also aware, TamFam TV is the name that I had was originally using for the platform to present all to make my video presentations, and for certain reasons, certain dynamics, I found it necessary to go back to the name that I originally used, which was TamFam TV, and to not use Culture Raga. So that is what's going on. If you're wondering why the name has changed, it's still very much my channel, and I just also want to remind you that TamFam TV, formerly Culture Raga, is about educational entertainment, while my other YouTube channel, which is Ragashanti TV, that's about Mixup entertainment. So Mixup entertainment is the comedic side, the comedy, Ragashanti comedy entertainment channel, while TamFam TV is now the educational entertainment side, still with a Ragashanti flavor, but educational and more informative than Ragashanti TV, which is about jokes and making sure you laugh. That's the emphasis over there. Even though you learn a lot over there, particularly about Jamaican culture too on Ragashanti TV. But I'm well aware that some of you don't like the crazy mix-up Ray, and some content just don't fit, within the context of just being crazy and outrageous and all that stuff. So that is why I have this channel here. I'm about to present a video here. It's a 3-minute video, and it is one of the spontaneous interviews that I did while I was in Ethiopia in late 2015, November of 2015. And again, just like the video I presented on Desmond Martin that is here on this channel, this was spontaneous. I just grabbed my camera and I did it real quick. When I hear something incredible, I just have to capture it. Now, Desmond's video is about an hour and a half or an hour and 40 minutes. And like I said, this video is about 3 minutes. But this one is nonetheless, it has a powerful impact, I think, as you will see when you watch it. And I had intended to post this video the night before I left Addis Ababa 6 years ago, and I forgot. I was so busy packing and all of those things and whatever, and even with all of my careful packing, I had forgotten my passport, and it's a good thing I left for the airport early because I was able to take a taxi and go back to the hotel and go in the safe and take out my passport and go back with it. But there was a lot going on, in preparation for my long trip back from Ethiopia to the United States. And again, I had intended to post a video and I just forgot to do it. But I was foraging through my videos of my travails all over the world, and I came upon it, and I decided, like, you know what, I really want people to hear Ras Asha, because theme story just really incredibly, so it's 3 minutes long, and I did a little thing before I was leaving, so you're going to hear that too. So it's not as long as Desmond's video, obviously, but nonetheless, I think it's going to be very informative and revealing and enlightening, with respect to when somebody believes in something, the sacrifices that they're willing to make, the radical shift they're willing to make, how committed they can remain in applying themselves, in terms of their conviction to the principles that they hold dear and close to them, and how committed they can be in ignoring what other people would interpret to be signs that you're not supposed to go ahead with this. But some people are like, I know what I want and whatever, so they will go through all kinds of persecution, all kinds of hurt, pain, and whatever, and some tremendous obstacles, and they still just go through. So this is the case with Ras Asher, and I really want you to to hear this. It's very informative. So thank you for supporting this channel. I'll be posting more content here on Tamfam TV, formerly Culture Raga. And so look out for that, and make sure you subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not. Just subscribe, and I'm looking forward to happily sharing stuff that I enjoy learning about with you, and that hopefully you too will enjoy learning about them. All right. So, but for right now, it's all about Ras Asha. See, bless up on yourself. Big up all Tam farmers and thing. Big up all Yadi. Big up all Caribbean people. Big up everybody. All right. Blessings and respect. Check out Ras Asha right now. Mad.
Greetings from Addis Ababa again. My name is Ragashanti, coming at you from Ethiopia. Well, my trip is coming to a close, and it has been quite successful. And as many of you know, the focus of my trip really was to visit the repatriated Rastafari community in Shashamene in Ethiopia, right here. And I was successful in doing so and speaking to some of the brethren them down there. Before I go, I want to leave this video with you and introduce you to another member of the community, one Ras Asher. But by way of context, in terms of what you're about to see, you should know that unfortunately the members of the community suffered a serious tragedy. One of their members was murdered while I was here. He was murdered in his home, quite viciously, tied up, beaten, and clean out him out. Terrible. And needless to say, this has rattled the repatriated Rastafari community here. Particularly so because this is the first something like this has ever happened to them. In all the decades that they've been here since the time of Haile Selassie, His Majesty, nothing like this has ever happened. This is the first time that's happened. That's seriously rattled them. But it has not discouraged them. If anything, it has made them stronger, and it has strengthened their resolve to make sure that repatriated experience is one that is successful. It has brought them together in a way that they have never been together before. The man that was killed, he was 63 years old, originally from Trinidad and Tobago, Caribbean national, and lived in the United States for a while, repatriated here about 4 years ago, and unfortunately has met his demise here in Africa. So yesterday I went to the funeral and had the opportunity to speak to some of the brethren there, including Ras Asher. And in speaking to him, Ras Asher shared his testament of how he got here, which is one that is just absolutely remarkable. And that is why I chose to share that with you before I leave. Again, his name is Ras Asher, originally from Clarendon, but listen to him tell you. When him tell you, you're going to say, whoa, is he? Ras Asher.
I'm sorry, could you just tell me your name again, please?
Ras Asher.
Ras Asher.
Yeah.
Originally from Clarendon, right?
Yeah.
And St. Catherine.
Here and St. Catherine.
There. And you repatriated here to Shashamane also?
Yeah, man. We live here now 19 years.
19 years?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Me are the first man drive from England come here. Park my car at the HQ, to the HQ.
What do you mean drive from England?
I'm going my car and drive, decide to not drive go. And just drive out of England, going to France and then Belgium, back in France, gone in Italy, Switzerland, Italy, and then get some boat and go all Athens and end up in Jerusalem and then place there.
Oh, so you ended up in the Middle East, so then where did you go after that?
We shipped the car over from Suez, and then we just fly into Eritrea and then go pick up my car and drive in.
Oh, so you flew into Eritrea, the country neighboring Ethiopia,
Yeah.
pick up your car and then just drove down here?
Yeah.
But what made you just, you say you're in England and you just get up and,
I'm a Rastaman.
Okay.
I'm a Rastaman, first and foremost.
Uh-huh.
And our Rastaman dream is to come home to him the language Selassie give it, you know?
Okay.
So, living in the West, I just find my life full of corruption, you know?
Okay.
The liberty what them have there is, it just was backward for my mind. I couldn't handle that anymore. So I decided to just drive, come here, come check the vibe and show the people say it's possible to move from this so like jumping you can drive.
Okay.
So I did that. When I reach here now, Satan come in at the play and whole heap of things go on, you know, and even end up in jail for selling the car because I didn't pay no tax.
You ended up in jail for selling the car that you drove here.
Yeah.
For how long were you in jail?
About 7 months.
Whoa.
And then I was released and then went through the trial and everything, and I was stuck from that time here. I've been stationed here from that time till now.
Since you have come here 19 years ago, you have not left?
No. Oh, only one time. I went to Kenya for a 3-month space, you know?
Oh, but that's just neighboring Kenya, right?
2001, yeah.
Okay, so you just drove across the border?
No, police, immigration, them get on my case. And they told me to leave. So I left and went to Kenya. Then I got a business visa and come back to Ethiopia. You know, I've been here since that time.
Oh.
So they relaxed the last slightly regarding us. But we're still having a problem with the local people then because the local people, we alienate ourselves from them. We are different. We look down upon them some ways. They feel offended by us being here. You understand me? Certain knowledge and I must pick up faster. You understand me? Because Ethiopia is a huge civilization. We can't come here and...
Okay, the rain is coming down. Is there anything you want to say to the folks back in Jamaica?
Come on, I tell them, say, come home, man, and don't worry about it, and come to Africa as Africans and not as a foreigner. You come to Africa as African.
All right, rain I come down here, and I go let go here.
I come live as African.
All right.
So there you have it. Ras Asha there in England, feeling unfulfilled, unsatisfied with the life that he was living. He said it was a corrupted lifestyle. And just wanted a change and decided that that change had to do with Africa. And in particular, Shashamene, in terms of where Haile Selassie had given land to black people from all over the world to come back to Africa if they so choose. So the man just jumped in them car in England and just start driving. And back then, I don't think the tunnel from England to France was made. So he had to have taken one of those boats that carry from England over to France. Once him dropping in France, and drove all the way across France, over to Belgium, down through Switzerland, down through Italy, drove the long stretch of Italy, coming right down. And for those of you familiar with Western Europe, you know that Greece is a part of Western Europe in terms of political affiliation, but that there's a great stretch of water between Greece and Italy. So naturally, he would have gone on a boat there again, cross that, and then go down, somehow get over into the continent of Africa, in the Middle East, somewhere in Jerusalem, around Israel side, came down to the Suez Canal on Egypt side. That's quite a journey. That's going through multiple countries and things. That's a man who's really, really focused. Shipped his car somewhere from, I don't know, the Suez Canal, Egypt, and sent it to Eritrea, which is a country that neighbors Ethiopia. Picked up his car from Eritrea and then drove right into Ethiopia and presented himself at the 12 Tribes of Israel headquarters in Shashamene. Incredible. It's just really, really incredible that he was just so focused and resolute about where he's going and where he wants to be. But then after him get here, he must send him on a car, but never follow the law in terms of taxes and whatever. And them lock him up and put him in a prison. And when he come out of prison, you would think that some people say, yo, me can't bother with this, mommy, I'm going to come at it. No, the man say, must stay. And stay he did. Immigration moved to him after that and say, you're not welcome here. You have to leave the country, throw him out of the country. What did he do? He went to another country that neighbors Ethiopia, Kenya, and never stopped to figure out a way to get back into Ethiopia, because that is where he wants to be. And then he come back and has been here for 19 years now. 19 years. And sadly, I'm seeing him in a situation where they're grieving the loss of one of their committed members. And even in that grief, he remains resolute about the repatriation experience and how important it is, asking for, Rastafari from Jamaica to come to Africa. Now, needless to say, there are many reasons here where some people, would be discouraged and say, that's not a good idea. I mean, you're living in a country that refuses to grant you citizenship after decades of being there and all of that and so forth. And I went to Shashamane and I'm in Ethiopia. And let me just tell you, Ethiopia and Shashamane especially does not have some of the basic trappings of luxury and comfort that many of us are accustomed to in the West. So much so that quite a few Rastafari have come here and them couldn't hold it and them cut and gone. But we still have hundreds of wallet. And another hundreds that will come from all over the world. We have Jamaica, who number less than 100, but nonetheless they're here. And very focused, very committed, very resolute. Nah, give up. Africa themselves, Ethiopia themselves, and a Shashaman and them a lack it right now. Remember, much of what we enjoy right now, we are doing so because of pioneers. Someone we run go to the United States and Canada for a better life. Hey, there were a lot of people hundreds of years ago, long time ago, who, as they say in America, they tamed the Wild West. In Canada, Canada was considered a really rough place to live. And a lot of pioneers before, even in Jamaica, we have communities that they're enjoying a better life now, but the people who pioneered going to Jamaica for them, the Jewish community in Jamaica, the Lebanese community, the Syrian community, they have people who came to Jamaica under running from discrimination and oppression all over, come to Jamaica, a strange land, and then wall it. And see the generations later, people are enjoy with them set. And we have examples all over of that. So who is to say what will eventually yield, what the eventual outcome will be from this experience of the repatriated Rastafarian here in Ethiopia? I mean, time to come, they may realize some incredible accomplishments. Where you may have a whole heap of people are running them time and I remember where them did go through to reach this. So some of those want to say, we salute them. Big respect to all Rastafari Shashamani here in Ethiopia. Enough respect. And to the Jamaican Rasta man and Rasta woman, them want to know, say, on the brothers and sisters over here, them are holy. I am impressed with them. I'm really, I learned a lot from them about what is happiness. There's so much you can talk about this. Because they would say, no, this is our paradise. And again, it doesn't have all some of the trappings and the material things that a lot of people are accustomed to in terms of, oh, this is a good life, And they're cerebrally oriented and they really respect Africa as a land, Africa as history, as heritage, Africa as a concept, Africa as an idea, Africa as an instrument that is essential for, a quality of life that they will consider to be, better than what obtains elsewhere. They're really committed to those ideas. So I want to say congratulations to them, and I want to say big, big thank you to them for the hospitality they afforded me while I was here. And I just wish them all the best as they continue. And, and I am not Rasta, so a couple of them say, say you're Rasta, whatever. I say, no, no. But, I look forward to coming back here sometime in the future and visiting them again and just being with them, being in their houses in their space and learning from them again. I really do look forward to that. I also want to thank the Tambourine family for your support in what I'm doing. I have a vision here, and I must admit I haven't explained all of it. Yes, because sometimes you have to make everybody know everything we have to do. You see me? But some of you know some of it, and you have been incredibly supportive, and I'm very, very thankful for that. Very, very thankful. Tam Fam, big up on yourself. Blessings indeed. I will start packing right now because I have to get up out of here tomorrow morning. I hate packing. I really, really hate packing, but you have to do your thing, don't you? And I'm going to catch a flight and then start that long journey back home. But again, it has been a great experience here in Africa, a great experience in Ethiopia, a great experience in Addis Ababa and Shashamane. And big thank you to all the people who were instrumental in helping me to realize this dream that I've always had and that I've managed to fulfill in my lifetime. I thank you for your support, thank you for your help and everything that you have afforded me. And in the past, I will, in the future. Big thank you. All right, take care of yourself. Time from love, time from strong, time from forever. I'm coming home.